Hey guys, and welcome on back to Building with Whip. Today we are jumping up here to our new custom biome that we're working on, and I freaking love this thing. I'm so happy with the result we got going on. I ended up putting Joppa's new oak leaf textures in here, so that's why they're looking a little bit different. I haven't decided yet if I really like them or not. I'm trying to play with them a lot. They definitely are a lot more green. They're definitely a lot lighter and a lot more of a full color. Like these are still the old birch ones, and you can kind of see through them a lot more. The new leaf textures, you can't see through them a whole lot. So I don't know, we're kind of working on it. Also today, I actually remembered that we have to do a comment or question of the day. Or not that we have to, that we want to. So that'll be at the end of the episode, as if I remember to do it. I forgot to do that in the last two episodes. But anyways, we also started a new stream project a little while ago over by the castle. So be sure to check those guys out if you guys are interested in that kind of action going on over there and seeing that stuff being built up. Started a new like Robin Hood style village in the middle of a dark oak forest. So I'm having a lot of fun with it so far. It's been a lot of fun to build. So what I want to do today though is we're going to be taking a lot of stone and we're going to be doing a lot of stupid things, and we're going to be, the goal for today at least is to go ahead and get this river at least lined out. So the river you can see here, we need to go ahead and kind of come down this deep at least. I'm actually thinking we want to get down to at least one block deeper. Actually, let's see. That's where the water is there. That's okay. Two blocks deep? Oh, hello. Hello, falling off the edge. Yeah. Yeah, let's go ahead and bring that down one more. But my goal today is to kind of line out this river, get that lined up, get the base shape maybe in for the other river, and maybe plan out like the size of the lake so we can kind of have a general idea what we want to be looking at here. At least get the general shape down. We can work on like how the water is going to slope down and smooth out and all that stuff as we go through. But today I really just want to work on trying to get everything here kind of in together and everything like that. So I'm thinking today could be kind of a fun one to start off again with another form of a another time lapse here as we kind of get this guy in, because it's gonna be a lot of work and I think it could be kind of fun for you guys to see in the good old time-lapsey fashion. So anyways, I will see you guys on the other side of this here time lapse. Alright guys, welcome back. Sorry if there's a little bit of noise in this clip. The puppy is running around like crazy in the background. But I went ahead and did a little bit more work after that time lapse, and I decided to get this river kind of in place for how I want the height going. You can see it dropping down, just kind of slowly but surely it's coming down this way. I think it's about, let's see, it's about like 6 blocks it drops completely, and then the lake will be up in that. No, it's 4 blocks. Sorry, not 6 blocks. But yeah, so that's kind of the game plan right now. That's where it's going to be coming down from. It'll be kind of working its way down into this area. I'm hoping to be pretty cool, and we apparently missed a little bit stuff right there. Can we fix that? Look at that. Perfectly fixed. And right there. Cool. Let's go ahead and get these guys back up. You guys can see in my inventory right now, we have our comment or question of the day. So we're going to be talking about that for a second here. And we're going to be working on just kind of placing some dirt along the side of this trying to get the edge of the river kind of in place and working a little bit better for us. But I kind of have an idea of what I want to happen over here, and it's hopefully gonna be pretty cool, but we'll see how it actually works out. So we're gonna work up this way just a little bit, probably up to maybe like right about there, and then we'll come over and start working on that side. But anyways, comment or question of the day is from Mercury X05, and they said, how did you get so good at building, and when did you begin playing Minecraft? Easy question right there. When did you begin playing Minecraft? I started playing back in the beta phase. I couldn't tell you what version number, but I've been playing for quite a while, and honestly, when I started playing Minecraft, I freaking hated the game. I didn't want anything to do with a stupid game called Minecraft. I didn't want to touch it. I thought it was so dumb. I was so annoyed with all my friends because they just kept playing this stupid blocky game called Minecraft that looked so ugly, and I didn't want to touch it at all. And then they were just like, one of them loaned me one of their accounts for a weekend or something like that while they were gone, and they were like, dude, just try it, you'll love it, because they knew me better than me apparently. And then after that, I pretty much never stopped playing Minecraft to pretty much be straight up with it. But yeah, so that's kind of when I started playing Minecraft. The other question is a little bit more difficult because it's, how did you get so good at building? Building for me is something that I've worked really, really hard at for a long time, trying to learn what I want to do and learning how to work with different shapes. I grew up as a very creative kid. I loved building things, so I think that played into it as well. I loved building Legos and not following the directions and coming up with my own designs for them. But then Minecraft here is a lot different. Yet I'm still coming up with own designs and all that stuff, but there was never any instruction book to go off of, so I kind of really, really enjoyed that part of it. Compared to everything else. But with Minecraft, the thing that really kind of put me, I feel like, to where I am today with being a builder is I started building on a building server. So like a plot world. I started playing on Revand back in 1.7.10. It was a conquest-based plot server. And that's exactly what I didn't want to do. Can we go ahead and do this? I want to keep the course dirt because it's kind of hard to get. But yeah, so I started playing on Revand and I really, really wanted to rank up. I wanted to hit Grand Architect. That was the max rank on the server, and that was my freaking goal. I was going to do that. Nobody was going to stop me. And if people got in my way or told me something wasn't good, I was going to work my butt off to try and become a better builder, because if there's anything that's consistent with me is I'm really freaking competitive when it comes to stuff like that. If somebody tells me no, I take that pretty personally on the side that I want to prove them wrong. If somebody tells me, no, you can't do this, I take it very, very personally and get to a point where I'm like, all right, I'm going to do everything I can in my power to prove this person wrong. If I know I can prove them wrong, I'm going to do it. And so that kind of came into Minecraft building for me, because I worked up to Architect rank, so one before Grand Architect, and then my plot to get into Grand Architect got denied. It was this awesome plot. I was so proud of it. I was really, really loving the design. And everybody on the server freaking loved the design too. And like, you're going to get this. You're going to get this. It looks awesome. You're going to do really, really well with this. And there's no way the judges can tell you no. And then, of course, I got the no. And I didn't get the promotion up to the final rank. So I took it like really, really personally. And actually, that's when I joined up with the development team for Conquest Reforged, because I was so mad at the server that I wanted to like shut them down, more or less, which I feel kind of bad about now. But yeah, so that's kind of where I got to with all that. We're probably going to bring this a little bit closer, at least change this water edge up here. Maybe we do bring this guy closer. But yeah, so I just kept building and I kept trying new things until I was about to get the rank up, and then they found out I was a developer on the Reforged server and ended up deleting my plot. So I was really, really mad then, because I'd worked so hard on this thing. I was about to submit it again for a promotion, and I was like, all right, this guy's ready now. I'm going to do it. And then they deleted the plot. And anyways, long story short, how'd you get so good at building? I'll just go with, I was super competitive and I wanted to prove these guys wrong. So I kept learning and I kept watching people's videos and pretty much trying to see how other people built things. I spent a lot of time on that server just flying around from base to base that people were working on, like other people's plots, and just studying the design style that they did. Like the guys who were the Grand Architects already, I went to their plots and pretty much just studied everything they did and then tried to reproduce it for my own kind of method. Like, could I make it work with my plot somehow? Was there a style in there, a shape that they were using that I could use and kind of help my plot to get better? So I did that a lot. I basically did a lot of research in order to get where I am now, and then a lot of just kind of messing with different colors. I was, growing up, I used to draw a lot. I used to doodle quite a bit, so I think that kind of helped with kind of getting the creativity going, just because it kind of remained consistent for me. But that's kind of what I credit with what really got me into this point of where I'm at with building. God, we have a lot more dirt in our inventory than I thought we did. But yeah, that's kind of where I'm at right now with building, is I just spent a lot of time doing that. And then honestly, since I started doing the YouTube thing, I very much wanted to make my own designs. I don't want to be that YouTuber who's like, oh my God, look at Whip. He copied blah, blah, blah's thing and just put it in his own world. That's not cool. Like, he needs to make his own design. Like, this isn't a unique content. So my drive to get people more interested in the channel also has really pushed me to like push the limits of what I used to be comfortable doing. So I think like every single video that I record, there's something new in there or something that I haven't done for either a long time and I'm kind of revisiting it to try and improve it. But that's kind of where I'm at with the whole like how to improve or how I became the builder that I am today. It's just me being a competitive piece of crap that wanted to prove people wrong, and then also taking the time just to do the research. So probably not the answer you guys want to know of like, I worked for 10 hours every single day and I finally learned how to place the blocks down. Like, no, it's just a lot of research, a lot of trying to figure out what you want to do. And I find taking real life things like pictures that I find on Pinterest and turning those into a build-in game. And I think that does really, really well for improving your building skills, because you're looking at something that isn't a blocky shape at all, and you're trying to turn that to make something look exactly like that with only blocks. So it's very, very difficult to do, and you really have to push your ability there, because you're taking something not blocky and turning it into something blocky, but you also don't want Minecraft to look blocky. In my opinion, the goal of Minecraft is to make it look smooth. You don't have to make it look like circular or anything like that, but you gotta make it look smooth, and you gotta make it flow. So that's my kind of like long-winded thing of building tips and whatnot. There's a video that actually came out last week, if you guys didn't catch it, last Wednesday, I believe, that is actually very much about like building tips and how to build and some things, recommendations I had. So be sure to go check that out if you guys are interested in learning kind of more about it. But that's all I'm going to say here for this guy, because I'm just getting really, really long now. I've been blabbing for a while. But yeah, so let me go ahead and get a little bit more work done here. I want to do that comment question of the day in the middle because I knew I was going to rant for a bit. So yeah, I guess I did. But yeah, let me go ahead and get some more work done here, and I will be back with you guys once we got hopefully some more stuff going on here. So I went ahead and got this cliff placed in here, guys, and I'm really, really happy with it. I do want to know from you guys though, do we want to add something similar to it on the other side? I'm thinking if we do want to be a little bit shorter, but you can see here we're trying to, do we have any? We do have, cool, so we can work with it a little bit while we're talking here. But you can see here it's kind of that same cliff style that we used over there on the front, a little bit less extreme in the amount of like different variations and things going on here. Let's go and remove him and move that down there. Maybe bring that guy right in there, do like a half slab, trying to smooth this out a little bit. It's very rough right now. It is very, very rough. I haven't worked with it a whole lot. I just kind of got it in place. And I want to get your guys' opinion on whether or not you like the idea of keeping this in here. And we're underwater and I don't want to be down there. But that's kind of the general idea right now, is doing stuff like that. I'm thinking this lower area down here, we might actually put some gravel or something in and kind of, oh, and hello. Let's go ahead and get up here, and hey, we can grab some gravel. Cool. My little mess of shulker boxes over here. I don't think I mentioned it though, but I did go ahead and come down through here and go through and do this whole thing with coarse dirt and gravel. So if you guys do like that for the kind of creek bed or river bed, let me know. We can go ahead and continue that. I'm thinking about mixing some cobble into it too, so we can do stuff like that for prepping for that new update coming out. But yeah, that's kind of where we're at right now. Let's go ahead and grab this gravel and kind of create a little bit of stuff right down here. So if you guys didn't know, if you want to be extra, kind of get those extra bits of detail into your Minecraft builds, if you look at the way at like the bottom of a cliff or something like that, there's always small rocks at it. So you can kind of use gravel in Minecraft to help represent that. It's a little bit more difficult to do, seeing as gravel is not really the same thing here as that, but it can kind of show like debris, like rocks are like falling down, it's decaying over time, it's kind of just crumbling down. And so you can use that, especially with the water down here, because the water would be pulling rocks down from the mountains as it goes. So we'd actually see in like curves of the river, there'd be a lot of gravelly debris on one side of it. So like right through here, it's coming this way. So we'd have probably a lot of gravel right in there, and then the river turns, and then you'd have maybe a little bit right there as it starts to gradually turn back the other way. But so we can come in here to this spot and do the same thing. But like those little details I find are really, really what helps bring the build to life. So kind of back to what we were talking about earlier in our comment or question of the day, with kind of how to learn or how to build, how I became a good builder and things like that. It's paying attention to what you learn and what you see around you in real life can really, oh, well, goodbye. Let's go ahead and do that. It can really, really help you actually get some really cool builds going on. So there's little bits and stuff like that that we can do always, and it really helps. Like you can see that gravel right there really mixes it up, adds a bunch extra detail to it. And yeah, let me go ahead and do a little bit more work here and we'll hopefully see what this guy's looking like here pretty soon. But do let me know in the comments what you guys want to see on this side, if we want to continue to the cliff, just kind of a lower level, kind of like the river came through the little canyon or something that it formed here to get out that way. So yeah, I ended up putting 30 minutes on the clock and decided to just go and place dirt for that entire time, and I've been sitting here waiting for the grass to grow over and kind of checking it out, seeing what I want to rework with. I'm thinking right in there is one of the spots I really want to work with. And we can kind of see, coming back here into the cliff area actually that we were working on before, you can see what our swampland oak leaves are actually going to be looking like color-wise, because there's this color, then that is the same leaf right down there, and you can see it's a much brighter green, where this is kind of this darker color. But I'm totally okay with that. There, actually I think this is the transition. Let's see, plains, swampland. Yeah, so there's the difference. So they're going to be a little bit darker than what we'd been using before, but I think they're very cool, adding in kind of like the damp, wet feel that we're going to get trying to move up into the mountain region, or the cold feel almost. But yeah, so I decided to come up here and get all this stuff in. We got our last little bit of grass grown over. We're now down 3 shulker boxes of dirt that I got to go refill. That's what we used so far in this whole area, and I'm completely okay with that because they're really not that hard to fill in this. I've been doing 2 layers across the whole thing, sometimes 3, but you can see it's much thicker, and we can't, like, say, break that and fall through the ground anymore. So that's my goal there. Anyways, I want to go ahead and do this next part through the time lapse. The reason I stopped right here is because if we can get down to this area, no, it's right over there. We can get over to this area. You can see right here we have our cave. I want to work on making the exit kind of on this guy, and I want to have it kind of curve, maybe have a little bit of a bluff right here where they can look out, and then have it curve up that way and kind of come up into that upper area and probably snake off in that direction a little bit. So we're going to work on doing that path right there through time-lapse form to finish this guy off for today. We've made a bunch of work. I'm thinking next episode we're going to take a little bit of a break from the terrain project and maybe go do something over in Papyrus. So if there's anything you guys want to be seeing over in that area, be sure to let me know, because I'm actually really looking forward to doing stuff like that. But anyways, I'm thinking it's time we kick this into time-lapse gear, and I will see you guys on the other side. It is time to finish this video off, guys. So I went ahead and threw a little bit of a path down in here, kind of to link everything up so we could get it going in here. And I decided to detail out this guy right here. We still got to figure out what we're doing down on this ledge a little bit more, I'm thinking. But overall, I'm really happy with how this is turning out. I really love walking through this little closed off cave. I really want to make it more wet feeling though. I want to make it feel a little bit more wet. So if that means more some moss stone in here. And then we still got to figure out what the heck we're doing for the palette on this guy. And I still haven't decided, so please let me know down in the comments. I could really use some help here. Beyond that, though, I'm really happy with how this cliff is turning out over here. I tried to go for more of that closed off feeling that we went with over the river. I felt like it turned out pretty cool here and has been doing a really good job. There's some parts, obviously, where we could come in and smooth it out. Like I'm thinking we might want to go ahead and throw a little leaf block right there. Then maybe another one. We can't jump up that. Maybe one right there. But yeah, we gotta still do some work here, of course, but I think it's getting to be a lot better. It is most definitely an improvement. But guys, that is going to do it for today's episode. I really hope you guys enjoyed this. Let me know down in the comments below what you guys would like to be seeing on the future for this build. Next episode, we're going to be taking a break and headed over to Papyrus to work on some stuff over there. I'm thinking I got some cool ideas for stuff I want to be building, and I really want to get back to that city after we walk through it on the world tour. Been really itching to get back over there. But anyways, guys, please hit that like button if you did enjoy. Subscribe if you're new and you loved it. And I will catch you guys on the flip side.